got it. Chef Raul, Chef Raul.
I really know what I'm doing here, but I'm just going to go with it, and hopefully I can find out some answers later on, because it's the Culinary Hotline, bling!
Hi, I was off, everyone was off.
Oh, new visuals, welcome back.
They gave me my own sting.
You got your own sting.
They gave me my own sting. Oh, man.
You've made it. Well,
I have. Wow, can I just call my mom right now? Oh, my word. What?
You made it, man.
I feel so happy.
Yeah.
I feel so happy. I love that. That's so cool.
Got your own sting, and of course, we black with another installment of the Culinary Hotline, bling!
Ting, ting, ting!
Yes, I love this part of the show. Now we are joined by the one and only Clem Chef in the building, and he's a foodie panel expert. And this morning he's going to help us out and answer any of our culinary conundrums. So if you have any questions for Chef Clem for all things kitchen, or you need some help getting out of those sticky food situations, or any winter desserts that you might want to share with us, then come through and call us right now. It's 021 110 552. Clem Chef. Whoa, straight into the business. All right, so let's see who's on the line
quick.
first. This is the Culinary Hotline, bling. How may I help you? This is Chef Clem's assistant speaking.
Good morning, Raul. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. And yourself? Who may I ask is calling?
This is Mike Rock from Boxburg.
Mike Rock from Boxburg. How are you, my friend?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Wait. Is this Mike Rock that called us in the beginning of lockdown?
Oh, yes.
It is.
Hey!
Whoa!
Welcome back,
Blast from
man.
the pause! Oh my goodness!
So what's your conundrum for today, my friend? You see, you actually like family. I'm going to call you
Yes.
family, yeah. What's your conundrum for
yeah,
today?
no. So I'm dog cooking a lot at the moment, and I've got a small little freezer, and I need to freeze butternut. How do I freeze butternut correctly?
All right, so how do you freeze butternut in Boxburg correctly?
The same way you freeze it in Cape Town, which is actually pretty awesome. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to get your butternut, and you want to prep it as if you would for a dish. So peel your butternut, and veggie peelers are great for doing this. You also get the steel ones, and they're a lot more. They can go through butternut like butter. Okay,
It's quite a hard skin, right?
It is. There is another trick to actually get the skin off a butternut a lot easier. You pop it in a microwave for a minute, and it softens the skin, and then it peels a lot easier. Okay. But just for the sake of just for now, we're gonna go. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna peel your butternut. You see it comes up pretty easily. So I'm gonna fast forward because I really want to show you what it's supposed to look like. So imagine now I've peeled the whole butternut, and everything's looking nice and smooth and no skin on it. Okay.
Yes.
So then we're gonna take the top off, and also very, very important. A sharp knife in the kitchen is not as dangerous as a blunt knife. In fact, a blunt knife is dangerous because you end up using a lot of your body weight to cut through things.
Of course, and you could just
That's when accidents happen. So get your knife nice and sharp, like you saw Raul earlier. We were sharpening our.
Is that what I was doing?
You were sharpening. You were sharpening the butter knives.
I was trying to just look cool like you.
And it was whoever's going to use that later is going to be mighty impressed. Okay, so through the butternut. And so, think about it. If you normally use butternut, if you just steam it on the microwave, you keep it nice and chunky, nice and big. Don't make it too small. So exactly the same thing. Portion it as if you would. While I'm doing this, can I ask you to write on there butternut? And let's say Mike Rock. You can write there Mike Rock's butternut. Also
Mike
very important.
Rock from Boxburg.
Put the date on there. Because we spoke about this, sometimes things live in the freezer and they all start just looking the same and you don't know what's going on. So make sure you write the name on there. Wow, big, bold.
I'm actually doing something really cool here.
Mike, we assumed your surname is spelled R-O-C-K because you rock.
That. Instead of writing the word Bok, I put a springbok there. Just for you, Mike.
Nice. So the date goes on there as well, and we know that we're going to say butternut on there. Then what happens is you just properly pop it in your bag, and then it goes into the freezer.
I'm just thinking now, isn't this quite a nifty way to prepare so that when it comes out the fridge, it's already, like you said, You can just chuck it in and get some butternut cubes going. Or
Absolutely.
You can mash it up. And this is something that you commonly do because butternut's huge. So a lot of people are going to want to fry this because they don't get through a whole serving at once, especially if you maybe on your own. I don't know if Mike, if you've got a partner or not, but if you're cooking for yourself on your own, this is a great option, of course.
Is there a Mrs. Rock?
Mrs. Rock in the building.
Is there Mrs. Rock?
There's not a Mrs. Rock.
Okay.
Yet.
Not yet.
After you cook up some of these special treats, we're going to get a Mrs. Rock in your life for sure.
There we go. So I like your question, Mike, because...
And we'll put a rock on her finger.
You can put a rock on her finger. Oh, man. So if you're from Boksburg, just go on Facebook. Mike, Mike's going to be like, how could you? Go on Facebook, find Mike Rock. And if you want to get to know Mike Rock a little better, it's just like, you know, we could talk about food, butternuts.
Not only filling your belly, but we're filling your heart with love here in the kitchen.
It's what we do.
Hotline.
It's what we do.
Mike.
Okay, so I like the fact that you said that butternut's quite big. It takes a lot of space. And people tend to buy butternut. If you go to a farmer's market, you see, amazing butternut, and it's on special, so you buy like 5. But then they start going a bit soft. You don't get to use them, and it goes off. Food waste is a huge problem. This is a great way to actually just have supplies in the freezer, and you can use it from frozen. Pop it in the microwave, pop it in the dish, whatever you do, straight into the oven to start roasting, and you're good to go. And I think with butternut, we're talking about pasta today. If you're gluten intolerant, you can make butternut noodles.
I've seen those, and they taste so good as well, eh?
It's so good for you. It's delicious. It's tasty. And butternut you can actually eat raw, especially in the noodle form.
What?
A little bit of a dressing on there, totally fine. Delicious crunch.
Nice.
So Mike.
Hey, Mike, I think went down.
Thank you, Mike.
Call. Thank you, Mike.
Call us back.
Let's see who was on the line. This is Chef Clem's assistant speaking. You've reached the Culinary Hotline Bling. How may I help you? Hello, who may I ask is speaking?
Are you calling to chat to Mike Rock? Do you want to get his number?
Someone's looking for love. I'd like
We will get his number for you, and we'll send it your...
I'm hearing softly. I don't know if the viewers can hear this, but it sounds like Tempisa is on the line. I've got a very bad line here. Tempisa, are you still there?
Hey, guys.
Hey, how are you, my friend? It sounds like Tembisa's driving or running and jogging, or he's in the kitchen.
Or flying an airplane. It's like...
Something happened in his kitchen right now. Temisa, I don't know if you're still there or not. Struggling to hear you, but luckily, just before you called, it sounded like you were trying to talk about scones. I don't know what the question is, but we have all the ingredients here, so we can just talk about it, because I'm not sure what the actual problem is.
Our team upstairs got the question, and his question was, when you make scones, which is a super popular recipe that we did a while back, and it's just been people are asking for more about it. When you make scones, he asked, can you use melted butter to incorporate it into the dough more easily?
Okay.
The answer is no.
No,
You cannot use melted butter. You have to use chilled butter. And I'm going to explain why in a bit while we demonstrate making it. So the thing about scones is they have a beautiful lift to them, okay, and they are buttery and delicious. That lift comes from the butter that you actually add into the scones. And because you're using chunky cubes of chilled butter, even pop it in the freezer for like a few minutes before you actually use it.
All right.
Just like puff pastry, as it heats up in the oven, the moisture, it melts first of all, and then the moisture expands. It gives you that lift. That's important. If you use melted butter, you're going to get... It's still going to probably taste good, but it's not going to give you that texture. So
let's just see. Tembisa's trying to call, and I think he might still be on the line. I just want to check one more time. Tembisa, are you there? Can you hear us?
Hi, guys.
Yes!
He's landed the plane.
Hotline, bring my friend.
No,
Thank you.
my line was very bad, so I wasn't sure if you guys were like on the line with me.
Now, we got you, brother. We're here for you. It's the Culinary Conundrum. I'm here with Clem, Chef, and we're here to answer your questions. So we've just tucked into the scone, but what was the question that you had or the problem that you had for this?
You know, every time I make scones, they never like get fluff like they should. So I don't know if it's because most of the time what I do, I'll just melt butter before when I'm making scones. So I don't know if it's the right way or wrong way to melt the butter before you do it, or must you use cold or melted butter? That's my question.
You are going to possibly, after this, be the best scone maker in Soweto, and I think you should even maybe open up a shop because Chef Clem's coming through with the answers.
Right.
You just missed us on the line, but to just fast forward, he said no. It's a no-no when it comes to
cubed butter.
Used cubed butter. That was step one. And now we are into the mixing of the butter and the flour right now, yeah?
So what I'm doing is I'm just cutting the butter into the flour, making sure I coat the butter in the flour, getting small little pieces of butter. Then I'm going to add, this is self-raising flour, by the way, buttermilk, sugar, that's it. A little bit of salt maybe. And then you just gently knead it, cut out the shapes, goes into the oven, brush it with milk, and it's done.
Yeah, I love this. A 3-ingredient recipe. It was so simple. We had it on the show before. It tasted so good. And you got your answers over there as well, Tembisa. Yeah. That's it. Simple as that. How easy, Chef Clem in the building.
I know.
Another successful culinary hotline bling coming at you right here from the Expresso Line.
This is for you. It's your award for the day.
Thank you, kind sir.
You're welcome.
I have a butternut or a butter. Yes. Yeah.
Butter yes.
Butter yes. It's a butter yes in the culinary conundrum. Of course, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Another successful installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling.
Ching, ching, ching!